Working on a bike, one of the most common questions is, do I need a torque wrench for these types of bolts? To protect carbon and aluminum parts, you should definitely follow the manufacturer's recommended torque settings. So you've decided you wanted to take care of your precious bike, but there are a lot of torque wrenches to choose from. You've got these styles that just kind of twist into place, and you can see the little marks on the plastic there. You've got a hard set torque. This is set at 8 Newton meters, so it will click only at 8 Newton meters. There's no adjustment on it. You've got these individual pieces that are set to certain limits, and you swap them out depending on the torque spec. And a step up from that, you've got them built into each other, where as you're torquing, this is rotating around. Then you can step into the higher end torque wrenches. This one from Topeak. It will torque values from 2 to 10 Newton meters. But what if you need more? This is the Topeak Pro Stick. It will torque from 4 to 20 Newton meters. And if you want to get into the bougie torque wrenches, you can get into the digital torque wrenches. These are the D-Torqs from Topeak. This one will torque from 1 to 20 Newton meters, and this one from 4 to 80 Newton meters. These torque wrenches can range in price from about $15 for something like this, all the way up to about $350 for this professional torque wrench. So how do you know which one's right for you? Some of these kits obviously come with a lot of extra pieces, not just the torque wrench. If you want something quick and easy, something that will handle the basics on a bicycle, like a seat post clamp, something like this set where you get 4, 5, and 6 Newton meter presets, or something like this that will get you from 0 up to 12 Newton meters, is going to get the basic job done. But when you start torquing free hubs, cassettes, or pedals with higher torque values, you're going to need to step up. This is actually one of my favorite toolkits from Topeak. It's the Essential Tool Shop, and it does just have the torque tool here that goes from 0 up to 6 Newton meters. Comes with this super slick ratchet that's nice and small, so it's easy to use. You can thread in the back there. These flip up. The bits come in and out nice and easily. But this still isn't going to get you to that wider range of torque values. So if you're looking to get serious, it's time to look at something like the Torq Stick Pro or the D-Torq's wrench set, which is a digital torque meter. So how these style work is you've basically got a line here that adjusts up and down by pulling out and unlocking and spinning this. And on the inside here, there's a spring that presses against a clutch mechanism inside that will click once it reaches that torque value. So tightening this increases the spring tension and would increase the torque value. So it's a good idea to back these all the way out when you're storing them so it releases that tension on the spring. That'll help keep them calibrated longer. Topeak makes some really high quality products, and their torque wrenches aren't any different. So going with the mechanical torque wrenches, a couple of pros and cons. The biggest pro for these, for me, is not having to worry about batteries. They're always ready to go, right out of the box. One of the cons would then be that you just can't get that super precise torque value on there. You're kind of guessing in between. However, on a digital gauge, you can go down to the hundredths by making these incremental adjustments. So you're just going to get a more accurate torque. Whereas the mechanical is meant to be on whole or half increments. Another con is just the range of the smaller torque wrench. Only goes from 2 up to 10 Newton meters. And the larger mechanical will go from 4 to 20 Newton meters. With the digital torque wrenches, you get a much wider range. 1 to 20 Newton meters on the smaller one and 4 to 80 Newton meters on the large. And then there's the cost. These torque wrenches aren't cheap. The mechanical torque wrenches range from about $170 for the smaller one to $235 for the large, 40 to 20 Newton meter. And the digital range from about $315 for the small up to $344 for the large. There are cheaper options out there, but if you're someone serious about working on your projects, it's definitely worth the investment. I've owned these digital torque wrenches for years now, never had an issue with them. I use them all the time, and I like having quality tools. If you're looking at these kits and wondering what these other pieces were in here, this is just a thumb ratchet, they call it. So you just stick a bit in there and you can twist it around and tighten it up. These are great to be used with torque wrenches because you shouldn't be tightening and loosening bolts with them. They are just meant for torquing. So you can use something like the ratchet that's included here to get it snug and then use the torque wrench to torque everything to spec. That's something that's not included with these digital wrenches. Another issue with these torque wrenches is the range on them. So all three of these will only get you up to 20 Newton meters. So a better option would be to go with something like this that will go from 4 to 80 Newton meters and supplementing it with something like this to get those 2 to 4 Newton meters. But I understand these torque wrenches are expensive and that might not fit in your budget. There are some cheaper options out there, but what I've found is that these torque wrenches from Topeak, they are built and meant to last a lifetime. And some of the nice integrated features into these with the nice flip up trays, the magnetic held in place bits. If you've ever tried to use some of those cheaper bits that are stuck in the rubber pieces, super hard to get out. These just pop in and out, super easy. So if you're going to be working on your own bikes and like having quality tools, I'd look into investing the money. If you're looking to save money on tools to work on your bikes, be sure to check out our website, GearChase.com, where we search hundreds of online retailers to find the best prices on outdoor gear and sporting equipment. I'll leave a link to that down below. If you found this helpful, you know what to do. And if you like videos on cool outdoor gear, be sure to subscribe to the channel. We're posting videos all the time.